Three personnel categories stand out in the Sea of Heads in Ladipo business community. You are either a master, an apprentice, or baranda. Don't bother your brain. Baranda is a domestic name for a middleman who mainly brokers deal between a buyer and a supplier. Coming up, you will hear and see a young man who grew through these categories and now holds his own in the marketplace. People from all walks of life congregate every day when the doors open for business to either eke a living or come to find spare parts solution. However, you can't but notice the dominance of people from the eastern part of the country, and we are reminded just why this trend is prevalent.
Yeah, I can say it's the nature of an Igbo man. An Igbo man under any circumstance is very, very industrious. Like the normal thing in Nigeria, when you talk about politics, they will tell you it's the northern people that is endowed in politics. When you talk about the economy, they will tell you this is Yoruba people that knows about it. When if you talk about commerce, these things come naturally in us. So we inherited this thing from our forefathers. So what really happened that because an Igbo man normally have that instinct to eke out a living from nothing. I know a lot of people that came into this Ladipo. They had nothing. They virtually came from their village with nothing. But when they started hustling here, they're hustling, making ends meet. Most of them, a majority of them are importers now. If most of these importers try to tell you their history, their background, you know they came here with nothing. You know, everybody here is a kind of division of labor. You are in your shop, okay, you are an agent or a middleman, you go to the importer. And most of the time, the importers even recognize those people because they are the main people that help them to dispose all their market. Because a shopman will now come, say, okay, I have a particular engine that I dwell on. Let's say, for example, Nissan. He cannot buy Toyota. He will only dwell on Nissan. But this middleman can buy Toyota, can buy Nissan, can buy ASO, he buy the whole thing. He have customers everywhere. So he now know this man deals on Honda. He says to him, this man deals on Toyota. He says to him, this man deals on Nissan. So that is from there, he makes his own living as well. So the bottom line is that as far as you are very, very industrious, you cannot go hungry in Ladipo. That I can assure you. Because it's an open market where you don't really need to have 1 billion for you to trade. Based on that now, people now flock in here, especially if you don't have money. Because what you need from, you don't even need money to start up the business. What you need is that for you to know this act. Then what you need, tell the importer, you will buy this so amount. You now bring that person that really have this money. The person will pay you because they will tell you the importer have already signed it to me. So you cannot go there anymore. Once the importer signs this particular trade to a particular person, nobody goes in there now to say he's pricing it again. So somebody has been signed. What the person needed to do is just pay your money, and the importer say, carry your goods. You don't really, like somebody will not tell you if you, okay, simple chemistry, if you pour water here. No, your sense will tell you, if you go beyond this band now, you have problem. You don't need to read it anywhere.
To be a society of reckoning, certain structures of administration has been put in place. For instance, a dissatisfied trader can seek redress using the market judicial system.
We have a laid down structure for you to seek redress. We have the judicial arm here, whereby if you don't like what is, you go to the customer, please, this thing is not serving me well. I need you to change this thing for me so that I can enjoy the worth of my money. Now the person will now say, because everybody is not the same. We came from different parental background. Some people might say, okay, because of the future of my business, I might tell you, I will change it for you. Some can be stubborn. You don't rule it out. I've sold. I don't have any business with you. This is now when you come to the judicial arm, we summon the person. We hear from you. We hear from the seller. We now say, okay, now you, the seller, is at fault. We give reasons. We now mandate that seller to go and change this thing. You see, these are the areas I want. Yes, these are the areas I want the public to exploit. At times, if you come here, you go, some people will not feel okay, let them go to the police station. They will go and meet the normally, because this thing is within Munshi. You go to Oloso or you go to Area D command. The area commander will always tell you, they have these things there. Go there and report. You don't need to come to police station. They will help you, and I know many cases have adjudicated on, and the customers are very, very happy.
Also, contrary to the impressions that may be held as regards the personnel who ply their trade here, the story of this young trader is particularly interesting. He's a graduate from a Nigerian university but finds himself in this trade and has no regrets whatsoever.
I started with 5,000 naira. A friend borrowed me, so I bought small boats. I started like that. Every day I will come here praying to God that I want to survive with this thing I'm doing. Before you know it, I gathered like 30,000 naira out of that boat. I graduated, I started selling plug. Then a bag of plug, I bought a bag of plug, 15,000 then. So 1,000 pieces inside. So out of that 1,000 pieces, I started selling it, each one 15 naira. So before you know it, I made so much gain. I decided, okay, since I have this desire that I want to sell boot shock, let me enter into it. I still have to spend another 4 months again to go and learn that one. After learning it, then I entered into it. By then I have like 110,000 or so. So I entered into it, and by the grace of God, now I can buy as much goods as I need. Even if I made a goods of 800,000 today, I can buy it. And all this is in a question of 2 years.
So when you talked about that's impressive, and that's quite heart touching and heart rendering. When you talked about school, you said you left school, primary school.
No. I graduated from Ebonyi State University. Yeah.
The impression everybody gets is that, or a lot of people may have, is that this part of Lagos or whatever that goes in there is for relics of the society, dropouts, never do well, thieves, kidnappers, Igbo traders who have no value for any other thing other than money.
Yeah. To my own perspective, I would just say that life is all about struggle. And the way you see things is not the way me see things. Some people have many impressions about Ladipo, especially this Ladipo market. Maybe anybody they meet here is a non-entity, is a nincompoop, a person, a low-life human being, But it's not so. One of my classmates is here. He's also selling plug now. We graduated, we graduated 2013.
You decided to
2013.
Maybe this was your service year or something.
I finished serving. I was walking around my brother. The truth of the matter is that when you face hunger in this life, and maybe you are knowing that in the next week self there is nothing to eat, you will descend so low like an ant to do anything, if only you are humble. So that's what happened to me. We moved around for a whole year. We couldn't see. Even most of my friends then, they are lucky to find a job. But I wasn't that lucky. Can you imagine, my CV went through series of offices. The reason that they will tell me that there is one office I went the last time before I came to Lagos self. They asked me that, do I have any supporting letter? I was confused. So I said no, that I have nobody. So I was depressed. So that's why I entered Ladipo. And to God be the glory, I think I'm even living fine now, honestly.